Hello friends, myself Gaurav Kumar Rastogi working in Applied Organic Chemistry Division. So today I am going to show you how we are looking TLC plates, organic compounds on TLC plates. So what are the materials required for this demonstration? This one is portable UV light, which is having two types of tube lights for wavelength 365 and 254. One is for short wave and one is of long wave. This one is just heat gun for charring the TLC plates. And these are the stains which I am going to show you. This one is iodine, KMnO4 stain, 2,4-DNP, ninhydrin, para-N-acetaldehyde. It is like coated in aluminum foil because it is unstable stain and light sensitive. This one is ferric chloride. This one is PMA, which is also a light sensitive stain. These are just TLC chambers in which we are running the TLC plates. This is 4,7-RT fossil for holding the TLC plates. These are some compounds which I am going to show you after spotting on TLC. These are TLC plates. You can see here they are having silica on the aluminum foil. And this is just a small capillary for spotting the compounds on TLC plate. So I am going to show you how we are spotting the compounds on TLC plate. Now look. The compound should be like diluted, like have a concentration not much higher, otherwise it will be difficult to look a single spot on TLC, or not very diluted, otherwise it is not visible on like any scale. So I am spotting the organic compounds on TLC plate by capillary, small glass capillary. So you look, no spot is visible by naked eyes on TLC plate. Now I will run this TLC in appropriate solvent in TLC chamber. Now look, if you want to see the spots are like spotted on TLC or not, for this I am going to show you this TLC under UV light. Now look, 3 spots are visible which are spotted at the base of this TLC plate. Look in the UV light. Now I will run the TLC in appropriate solvent system. Just hold the TLC plate by forceps and keep it in TLC chamber. All the time you have to use closed TLC chamber. Now solvent is running on the TLC plate by just capillary action. Okay, look, TLC is run. And you can see solvent is reached up front. Now I am going to remove this TLC plate from TLC chamber. And if you want to calculate the retention factor, you just draw a line at solvent front by pencil. Now first I will see this TLC in UV light. See, no spot is visible on this TLC plate by naked eye. Nothing is visible. Now we will see this TLC under UV light. 3 spots are there. You can see. Now it is clearly visible. So now we will see this in iodine chamber. I will just keep this TLC in iodine chamber. All the spots are visible. They are forming a compact. And now we can see these spots on TLC by naked eyes only. So now I am spotting the TLC, these compounds for another stain. Just spotting the compounds by capillary. Compound should be like having a dilution which is like visible. If it is like concentrated spot, then it will be a difficulty, and if it is very diluted, then it is also a difficulty. All the time I'm washing the same capillary by washing solvents, that is I am using here ethyl acetate. You can use any solvent for this like DCM, methanol or ethyl acetate. Before spotting second compound, you have to wash the capillary by washing solvent. I will keep this TLC in TLC chamber. You have to make like definite proportion of polar and non-polar solvent for desired for your specific organic compounds. Now the solvent is running upward. The compound is also moving, but it is not visible. I am taking the TLC out of this TLC chamber and just drawing a line by pencil if you want to calculate retention factor. I'll see in UV light. First I will see in UV light. Some spots are visible. You can see here. Now I will dip this TLC plate in one of the stain is KMNO4. In KMNO4 actually sometimes heating is not required. You can see two spots are visible spontaneously. When I am removing this TLC, two spots are visible, but other two spots are not visible. So sometimes in KMNO4 normal heating is required. So I will char the TLC with heat gun. Mild heating is required in case of KMNO4. Now look, two more spots are visible on TLC. So with KMNO4 you can see the like unsaturated compound or alcoholic compound. Now I am showing you another stain. For that I am spotting the desired compounds. As these stains are specific for certain kinds of organic compounds. Some like alcohols and unsaturated compounds are visible in KMNO4, and amino acids, primary secondary amines are visible in anhydrine. So all the time I am here spotting different compounds for certain or specific types of stains. I am keeping this TLC in TLC chamber. One more thing, your spots should be like not dipped in this solvent, otherwise it will not move very clear. They dissolve in that like polar solvent which you are running in your TLC chamber. First we'll see this TLC in UV light. Two spots are visible, you can see here. As these two spots are phenol, that is why I am dipping this TLC in ferric chloride stain. And ferric chloride spontaneously like it will stain the organic compound. You can see here spontaneously, like no heating is required. If your compound is phenol, then it is quickly visible. Now I'm again spotting the TLC for other stain. In these compounds, some are like phenols, some are alcohols, unsaturated compounds, amines, all the compounds I have collected for showing you people. Solvent is moving upward. So I will take it out, this TLC from TLC chamber. First we will see this TLC in UV light. See, three spots are visible in UV light. Now we'll check this TLC in certain stain, which is ninhydrin, as the compounds are like amines. So I am going to show you how it will give colors to amines. In case of ninhydrin, actually heating is required. When you will see after dipping the TLC, no spots is visible. If we'll heat this TLC by heat gun, and quickly spots are coming, you can see. Overheating is not required. You can see here human purple spot is coming here. Now I'm again spotting the TLC for another stain. While you are using these stains, you have to wear some like gloves, because these stains, some stains are very much acidic, and some stains are also causing stain on your skin like ninhydrin. Removing this TLC from TLC chamber. Now we'll see in UV light. two spots are there. If we'll see this TLC in UV light, I am dipping this TLC in 2,4-DNP. It's a very good stain for ketones and aldehydes. You can see like light orangish spots are there which are visible on this TLC. Actually there are three spots. One was not visible in UV because that was not aromatic, that was aliphatic. So if you will dip in DNP, you can clearly see that it is orangish spot and you can say that it is there. But when you will see in UV, then you cannot say it is there. So in case of 2,4-DNP, actually heating is not required. You just keep the TLC in air, and after like some time or quickly, orangish spot is visible, which will confirm you that it is having ketonic or aldehydic group. I'm again spotting some compounds on TLC for dipping it in another stain. The same procedure. Now solvent is running upward through capillary action. Like cloth, if you will dip one end of cloth, you can observe the water will go upward. The same like phenomena is occurring here. Now we'll see this TLC again in UV light. See some spots are visible. Actually it is a thumb rule. First we have to like always we are like looking TLC plates, all the plates in UV light first before dipping the stains. You can see clearly 5 spots are visible. Now we will dip in this TLC in aldehyde. It is a very good stain for nucleophiles and oxygenated compound. Actually it is a universal stain, but heating is required. If you are using this stain, heating is required. You can see 2 spots are visible. Means I spotted 5 spots but only 2 spots are visible. That means might be they are oxygenated compound or nucleophiles. Other compounds are not para-anisaldehyde active, but they are visible on UV light. So if you want to distinguish the compounds, like you can use definite stain and you can say that my compound is aldehyde, my compound is anamine, or it is having alcoholic group, or it is having phenol. You can say after staining with specific stain. keeping this TLC in TLC chamber for running. Solvents is running and your compound is also running. Just remove the TLC plate from TLC chamber. Now we'll see the spots in UV light. A short wave UV. Look. 4 spots are there. They are all having different retention factor. If the polarity is different, then they will have different retention factor. Now I dipped this TLC in PMA, which is a universal stain and very effective for dilute spots. Now I will heat this TLC by heat gun again. Look, the spots are visible. Third spot is also coming. This clearly it is showing greenish color. Generally PMA always give green color, greenish blue color, which is known as Kagan's structure. It is a complex. So this is all about these 8 stains. So there are other stains also which are like required for usage, required for some specific work, but these stains are just sufficient for general synthetic organic chemistry. So thank you for listening.